sports fans, my name is Ed, and I've spent the last 20 years traveling around North America and the world, going to sporting events. I've chronicled all my travels on my website, Itinerant Fan. It has guides to all the stadiums in the major American sports leagues, plus some college stadiums and even some major venues around the world. Plus it has travel tips, guides to how to plan a sports vacation, ways to save money, and much, much more. Check it out sometime if you're into traveling for sports. Now let's explore the hub of sports in the state of Utah. Salt Lake City is the capital of Utah and its largest city, so naturally it's the center of everything cultural in the Beehive State, and that includes sports. It's located in the northern part of the state, at the base of the Wasatch Mountains, and right alongside the body of water that gives the city its name, the Great Salt Lake. Now, if you're a visitor to the city, you're likely arriving via flight landing at Salt Lake City International Airport. The airport has grown by quite a bit in recent years as Salt Lake City has become a more international destination. It serves as a major hub for Delta Airlines, but every major domestic carrier serves the airport, as does a growing number of international airlines. It's now possible to travel from the airport to major points around the city without a car, thanks to a light rail extension that opened in 2021. You can ride the system, called TRAX, from the airport to downtown on the Green Line. You can reach the downtown fare zone in about 15 minutes. Downtown is the starting point for just about anything a visitor would want to do in town, and the district is considered a free fare zone for the light rail, meaning you can just jump on and off without paying, so long as you're not traveling outside the downtown area. If you're staying in a hotel downtown, it's likely that one of the downtown light rail stations is within a walk of just a few blocks. The primary sports destination in Salt Lake City is the Delta Center, the downtown arena that has served as the home of the NBA's Utah Jazz for more than 30 years. Starting in 2024, it welcomed the NHL in the form of the franchise that began play as the Utah Hockey Club. Delta Center is easily reachable on light rail via the arena station, located on the street flanking the north side of the arena. If you're looking to visit some of Salt Lake City's other sports destinations, the light rail is a very convenient mode of transport. There's America First Field, the home stadium of Real Salt Lake of Major League Soccer. That's located south of downtown in the suburb of Sandy. You can check out minor league baseball too. The AAA Salt Lake Bees play at Smith's Ballpark just a couple miles south of downtown. How about college sports? While Utah has several universities with major athletic programs, the University of Utah is located in Salt Lake City proper. The Utes' hugely popular football team plays at Rice-Eccles Stadium, reachable via the stadium station on the track's red line. Rice-Eccles Stadium has more than just football in its long history, though. In 2002, the Winter Olympics came to Salt Lake, and the stadium hosted the opening and closing ceremonies and was home to the Olympic Cauldron. The Cauldron is still there, having been restored to become the centerpiece of the Olympic Plaza on the stadium's southwest side. Officially known as the Olympic and Paralympic Cauldron Plaza, it includes a number of displays commemorating those 2002 games. If you're interested in finding out more about Olympic sites in and around Salt Lake City, we've written an entire post about where to go and what to see. You can find it in the description below. Don't forget that Salt Lake City will be hosting the Winter Olympics again in 2034, and many of the same venues, including Rice-Eccles Stadium, the Delta Center, and more, will play prominent roles in hosting the games. On my recent visit to Salt Lake City, I only had 24 hours, which of course isn't a lot of time, but you can still see plenty of sights in and around the downtown area. Salt Lake City is the center of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and so it's natural that a top attraction in town is Temple Square. It was closed for renovation during my visit, but I've walked through the area on past visits. Even if you're not religious, it's still fascinating to see some of the buildings and places of worship that make up this campus. By the way, Salt Lake City's rather interesting street naming convention is based off Temple Square being the epicenter of the city. Addresses radiate out from there. For example, the street that runs 2 blocks south of Temple Square is called 200 South. Take a location a few blocks southwest of Temple Square, and its address will be something along the lines of 100 South, 300 West. And if that's not confusing enough, local shorthand often cuts off the 100 part of street names, like this. But don't worry, you'll get the hang of it the longer you're in town. Now, I don't think Salt Lake City has a big reputation for being a great food city, but there's one place I like to visit every time I come, and that's called Crown Burgers. It has a downtown location just a short walk from Delta Center. If it looks to you like it's just a regular old burger joint that you can find anywhere, well, it sort of is. But you can try some things that are beloved in Salt Lake City. The first thing is called fry sauce, and it's basically a combination of ketchup and mayonnaise. But it was invented right here in Utah, and you can find it at lots of establishments around town. The other thing to get here is a pastrami burger, which is exactly how it sounds, a hamburger topped with pastrami. This concept didn't originate in Utah, but it's considered a big part of the culinary landscape here in Salt Lake City, and Crown Burgers is one of the most popular places to get one. And for an even more Utah experience, yes, put the fry sauce on the pastrami burger. This meal alone provided enough fuel for my short visit to Salt Lake City, but for longer stays, there's more worth checking out. The city has its share of independent restaurant successes, and one that you'll find at Delta Center is called Cup Bop. It began as a local food truck and serves Korean barbecue bowls, and it's a very popular thing to get at Jazz and Utah Hockey Club games. So whether you're coming to Salt Lake City to see basketball or hockey, or college sports, or one of the many other activities on offer, you'll find plenty to do in this ever-growing and vibrant city. And hey, the Olympics are coming back, so why not keep that in your back pocket for the future? If you've gotten a chance to visit Salt Lake City, let me know. Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we'll be posting a lot more stadium and travel videos. And if you're looking for more info on other major cities or sports venues, head to itinerantfan.com. Happy travels!